Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on showing you how to make a very simple hamster hammock. So here is one which I made earlier. So this is hopefully what your finished design will look like. So yeah, let's get started with the video. To make this hammock you are going to need some type of material. So here I am just using a pet fleece from the pound store. You will need some sharp scissors that are able to cut through material fairly easily. You'll also need a needle and thread. It doesn't really matter what colour the thread is because you won't be able to see it. You'll need some pins to hold the material into place. And last of all, you're going to need something that you can tie the hammock up to the cage with. So here I am just using some wool which I am going to braid together just to make a little tie up. You can use things like sisal rope, ribbon, anything which is going to be strong enough to hold a hamster's weight. So the first thing you want to do is to figure out how big you want your hammock to be. So for this you might need a pencil and a ruler to measure it up. So because I've made many of these hammocks before, I know exactly how big I want my hammocks to be. So basically I want my hammocks to be roughly this large. So I've just folded the fleece over just so that I know where I need to cut. So once you've figured out how big you want the hammock to be, the next thing you would need to do is to cut the material into the correct size. So once you have cut your material to the correct size, the next thing you want to do is to fold your material in half. So just line them up corner to corner and then shake it. So once you've done that, you then want to pin down the edges. So grab your pins and just place 1 or 2 pins near to the edge. So you want to do that on all the sides of the hammock. So once you've placed the pins where you need them, the next thing you need to do is to get your needle and thread and start sewing all the way along the edge of your hammock. Your stitching doesn't need to be perfect. A basic stitch will do, and it doesn't really matter how the stitching looks because you're not going to be able to see them anyway, so just do the best you can and try to stay as close to the edge as possible. So once you've sewn all the sides, on the last side you want to leave a gap about this big in the fabric, just so that you can get the fabric and then pull it through, just so that you can't see your stitching and it makes it look a lot tidier. So you don't want to pull too hard just in case you end up pulling it and the stitching comes apart. So just gently pull it all through. There we go. And then shaping it all out, so pull it from the corners and just pull all the material to make it look like the shape of your hammock really. So there we go. And so I didn't lose my needle, I put it in the top here, so I just threaded it in the top just so that I didn't lose it. So now what you can do is just finish sewing this bit. So you just get the little ends and just fold them in and just do a little stitch just across there just to finish the hammock off. So the last thing you want to do is to create a hole in each of the corners of your hammock just so that you can thread through your rope, ribbon, whatever it might be you're using to hang your hammock up with. So to create my holes, all I did was use my scissors, place my finger at the back and pushed just so that like you get a little dint where you need the hole to be, and just cut, but make sure that you don't cut your finger. I've done that a couple of times and it really hurts, so just cut it. My scissors have gone all silly because I've been making hammocks so much lately, so it might take a while. So as you can see, a little hole has started to form there, and then you would do the same on that side, push through and make another hole there just so that it kind of matches where the one is on the other side. So I'm just going to pull my scissors through and kind of pull that one a little bit bigger. There we go. And then you need to get whatever it might be you're using to hold your hammock up with, and just pop it through the holes, and then you're able to hang your hammock up in your hamster's cage. So there we have it. That is a really quick video on how to make a homemade hamster hammock. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it gave you some ideas on how to make your own hammock. So if you have any questions, then please feel free to comment, and as always I will try to answer them. These are a really cheap alternative to shop bought hammocks, and in my personal opinion I do actually prefer homemade hammocks because it makes me proud to see that the pets are using the toys I make for them, and it's also a lot cheaper than buying one from a shop. So if I was to buy one from a shop it would be around £4 to £5, whereas with these ones I make them out of a fleece which I get from the pound store, and I can make 4 hammocks out of that fleece, so it is a lot cheaper and I just really enjoy making them. So yeah, have fun guys, and if I can make it, anyone can. So yeah, thanks for watching, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, bye.